Hey man, AG Surfer back for part 3 of my September, back a few months ago for September Comic Con that I went down to in San Francisco. One day, I spent one day there chasing autographs, and only at the tail end of the con did I, when it was like they were calling out, actually I kept having my alarm go off, right? I set my alarm. Um, so, yeah, by like when I knew there was like 2 hours left of the con, I wanted to see where I was at. So set my alarm. No, okay, I got 2 hours left before the place closes down. So then I had a few books left, and that's why I was chasing all these autographs, right? And then the last hour, I was like, okay, I got an hour left. I know which vendor I want to go to. Because in the beginning of the con, I explored the space. Explore the space! Really, I need more cowbell. I really explored the space at the beginning of the con. Really, saw the layout, saw who was where, what was what. And I had it narrowed down to at least one vendor that I wanted to go see because I figured he'd have the books that I was interested in. So with the last hour of the con, that's the guy I ran to after I was done with my signatures. When they said, oh, when I knew my alarm went off and there's like an hour left, I need to go, if I'm going to buy books, now's the time to go digging through them boxes because I got an hour. But prior to that, let me show off the last couple autographs I had achieved. Again, a book that was previously signed by Mike Zeck. Actually, it was previously signed by Randy Emberlin. I just got that by Randy Ermlin. Yeah, so I ended up getting Mike Zeck on there and Bob McLeod at the base of this G.I. Joe issue 65. Yeah, I showed one of these copies off earlier. This might be my third copy here. Randy Ermlin, I just got him on that in orange. It looks really, in my opinion, looks really good. Eric Larson, this blue up here off the shoulder of the Rhino. Again, Amazing Spider-Man, and this is the direct edition. Or sorry, newsstand edition. Direct edition's right there with Spidey's head. This is newsstand edition with the barcode. Issue 344, first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who later on becomes Carnage. I probably showed this vid off in the vid I did with Tat, where, part 1 of Eugene Comic Con. Because this is a Eugene Comic Con, actually. It's Eugene it's Eugene Comic Con right here, but then it's SF Comic Con right here. So, I may have showed this off. Deadpool number 1. That's from Eugene Con. And with that, let me go ahead and pull, hopefully this vid. So, go back to SF Comic Con. These are all just straight SF. Mike Mayhew, the guy that did this awesome autograph right here for me. Where's my hand? Right there. On the Mystique. Got me to autograph a couple of Star Wars variant edition number 1s. Folks, you should know this cover. It's pretty iconic. It's supposed to be the first appearance of Deadpool. Mike Mayhew. I had to move my sticker so this time you guys can see him. Mike Mayhew in red. Again, such a really nice guy, really cool guy. I like his autographs. I like his artwork. Great meeting him. And the blue on this one really pops. So that one in red. And then this one in blue. So both variant editions. One's obviously like a sketch, and one is in color. And I'm going to show this off. This is going to go out to Amazing Murphinator. All right. I'll go ahead and take these. So Amazing Murphinator. It was earlier this year, I believe, that I sent some books back to him. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to get a chance to meet Mike Mayhew again. So he had sent me books. I was supposed to get signed for him. I believe it was earlier this year, back in February at the Portland Comic Con, that Mike Mayhew was going to be at, and then I believe he backed out. So I sent the books back. I eventually sent the books back to Amazing Murphinator because he had some books that he wanted signed by Mike Mayhew. And those books, unfortunately, some of those books got damaged in the mail. I believe my packaging was okay. It wasn't great. It was decent. It wasn't like Fort Knox. Okay, I didn't pack like Fort Knox, if I recall. But the post office, something really got messed up. They spearheaded the box, and something tore through the box and tore up a couple of comic books. And one of the comic books that tore up was this one right here, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows Variant Edition number 1, cover done by Mike Mayhew. Okay, when Amazing Murph showed me that, and he didn't blame me, or anything like that. He was just showing me what had happened, how they arrived. So I felt really bad. Then I went on the search for this particular comic because I wanted to replace it for him. And I was fortunate to find one. And then I got that signed. this time, I found one, and I was getting actually ready to send it back to him. I was like, this time I'll tape it up, I'll top load it, everything. I was getting ready to send him a fresh copy, and then I find out that Mike Mayhew is going to be at a con that I'm going to. So I was really stoked, hung on to the book, of course, and got Mike Mayhew right there in red, right above Cap Shield. This cover is so sweet. Hey man, I had to get a second one, right? Especially when I knew Mike Mayhew, I might have an opportunity to meet him again. So there you go. I figure I'll show this off now, and I'm gonna send one of these out to Amazing Murphinator. It's just my way of saying thanks for everything he's done for me, and it's the least I can do, because I felt bad that the book got damaged, because that's not what it was intended for when it was sent out, obviously. And so the con's over. I got an hour left. I go back to a vendor, and I like to think I bought some big boy books, okay, and this kind of chips away at my list. This kind of chipped away at my top 10 or whatever, and I gotta slow down a bit, but I walked away with these 2 big books. I'll go ahead and show them off. This is from SF Comic Con. Captain America 117, first appearance of Falcon. This is actually in pretty decent shape. I mean, there's some. I know it's got some minor issues. Something of possible pressing and cleaning might take care of if I'm so inclined. I want to say it probably sits at about. It's a mid grade, maybe a 5, possibly 6.0. If I get it pressed and cleaned, maybe it goes to a 7. I don't know if it hit an 8. To be honest, I'm not sure. It could possibly get an 8. I'm not. It depends how good pressing and cleaning. But it's actually really. It's a nice copy. Of course, I opened it up and looked at it, and I believe I got a good price on it. So I was really stoked to pick up that. This is one of the books I was looking for. But this book here, this was the big one of the bunch, and yeah, yeah. Oh well, you're not gonna really probably see the grade. Iron Man 55. Okay, it's first appearance of Thanos, Mentor, Drax the Destroyer, Star Fox, Kronos, and the Blood Brothers. So a lot of first appearances in Iron Man 55. That's a big boy book. Okay, already bought. The vendor had this one. Was already graded, so I spent a little bit more, but a nice 7.5. Iron Man 55. So really stoked to have that one. That's probably just going to sit as is. I don't plan on any autographs or anything of that nature with this particular book. I think it's cool. It's already slabbed. I'm done. But yeah, off-white to white pages. Just a great book. Just a great book in my opinion. Really happy to own the first appearance of Thanos and the guy, Hulk's cousin. That's Incredible Hulk's long lost brother. That's good old Drax the Destroyer. What he did look like. I think he looks a little better now, in my opinion. But still cool. Alright, guys and gals. So really appreciate everyone stopping by, checking out my channel. Again, I don't know why I say that. Habit, I guess. But I do want to say happy holidays again to everyone out there. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll say that in case, because I may not make any more vids till next year. Or we'll see what it goes from there. So thanks again. It was a great time with the con. And actually, no, I probably will be back with some vids. There are some really good contests going out there, and I think I've got to maybe jump in on a couple of those contests. So thanks again, and it's AG Surfer. Take care, everyone.